Okay, I'm going to do this again. This is my fourth attempt trying to do this. I am not a videographer. I do most of my stuff talking in radio and typing out information. And I was encouraged by a friend to do videos. And this is my second attempt, and I'm still not real comfortable doing this. But anyway, as you can see by that piece of paper, Archaeology Study Bible, this is a piece of paper that was on the hard back of the Bible, and it basically just kind of gives you the basic information, showing you parchments and just kind of showing you why this was put together. As you can see, it's got over 2,000 study notes, 700 full-color maps and photos, 200 plus sidebars, ancient text charts, 4 timelines, 15 articles, book introductions. The print is nice. It's a 9-point. Study notes are 8. At my age, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. And it's a double column, cross references, footnotes. Love it that it's black letter, and of course it's sewn. So here's what it looks like. I love it, and one of the things I like about it is the spine. That is really classy. It reminds me of some of the old textbooks that we used to have in school. But anyway, this is well built, well put together. And let me go ahead and get into, there's the main page. This, of course, is using, and my fingers are very dry, this is using the 2016 text edition. This is a first edition, as you can see. And here are the outlay of what's in here, the introduction, bibliographical sketches, the contributors, what is archaeology, 10 most important discoveries in the field of Bible archaeology. Now, one thing I want to say, the NIV did a Bible just like this, but it's different. And it's not the same Bible. I've had people ask me, well, this is the same Bible just in the ESV. And I went, no, it's not. The Zondervan Bible was done by a totally different group of people, and this one is done by a group of totally different people for the ESV. So just because it has archaeology in it doesn't mean it's the same Bible. As you get in, you will find out all kinds of other special information in here. There's all the different articles, the glossary, map supplements. And I'm going to this is the introduction to it. This is the biographical sketches, which, as you can see, it names all the people who are a part of this, which many are in the actual field of archaeology. They are people who actually have been out there doing the studies, doing the digs, and they have got wealth of information that they share in this Bible. Here's the preference, but I want to get to the main part of it. Most people don't read this stuff anyway. But here is the first article, which is What is Archaeology? Which, have you been to the Bible Museum in Washington, D.C., the Museum of the Bible? Be honest with you, I was really honest. I walked in there thinking I was just going to see a bunch of old Bibles. I really did. This building is 6 stories tall, 6 floors. And they have many, many, many archaeological digs on these floors from places all over the world. And it's like having that museum in this Bible. That's the kind of wealth of information you're going to come up with. Let me kind of get into this other thing. Here are some other things. The 10 most significant discoveries in the field of biblical archaeology, which is, now I'm going to show you my ignorance. You see the Rosetta Stone? See that Rosetta Stone? I thought that was just language software. I had no idea that that was actually a person. I'm not an archaeologist, but anyway, there's all kinds of cool things in here. There's all kinds of graphs, and this is kind of cool. I love this. Sorry, my fingers are kind of not turning the pages very well. This is actually the daily life in Israel in the Old Testament times. Kind of gives you a layout of how everything was done, what their lives were about, what the later rains were, and the dry seasons and the early rains. Many multicolored maps, photographs, all kinds of things in here. I'm going to be honest with you. This is like taking a course at a Bible college or a seminary on archaeology, which is stuff that's real important for us to understand. I really don't think that, for instance, in churches, you don't get this kind of information. You don't learn this kind of stuff from just going to a church or doing a Sunday school class. This is college level information that will help you to understand the Bible and the area and the maps and the history of the Jews and Egypt and Syria and that whole area, Babylon. It helps you to understand all of that history. I hate to wet my fingers because that leaves a wrinkle on the page. My wife does it and it drives me nuts. So I'm doing my best not to do that. There's a Bible introduction for the actual book. And as you can read, the text is very clear. I love the font that they use on this. And again, I'm sorry for the shadow, but this is the best lighting I've got to do these videos. But there it is. There's right there the text. Right below that are the notes. And here are some actual archaeology information that's in here. There's also much cross-references. I mean, you could spend a good week just on some of these cross-references, going to all the different places. It's all black letter, so if you go, let's go ahead and do that. If you go all the way to the New Testament, there's Matthew. You can see that it's black letter, and you can see also that it also shows much information. Now, this is a photograph of the first Jewish revolt. It's a sculpture that was done, and then it gives you the history of it, and it tells you where the picture came from. So as you can see, if you've always wanted to kind of study this kinds of stuff, this Bible is excellent, and it's not very expensive. You know, a hardback. This is not one that you're going to walk around with and use on a daily basis. This is something where you're doing research and you want to actually study this and you want to get more background information. Let me see here. Let's go back here a little bit further. I'm in Revelation now. Here are some of the ruins. And here are articles and resources. As you can see, there's tons. So this is a wealth of information that is not easily obtained and is basically one of those things, like I said, it's like going to an actual course at a college. Archaeology as an academic discipline. Sorry, my hand's shaking. But anyway, this kind of gives you an idea what this Bible is about. It's an excellent, excellent Bible. Crossway, I was right the first time, was actually sent this to me to give it a review, good or bad. I highly recommend it if you're one that want to study archaeology. Matter of fact, my daughter really wanted to be an archaeologist, and this would be a Bible that she would absolutely eat up. So it's one of those that I will use as one of my tools in my studies, but I would definitely check it out. You can find it online or at your Christian bookstore at many different formats and at many different prices. So again, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, God bless.